Damn, it's been a hot minute since I've done this. Damn. Give me 1 second, Jack. Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? All right. So, first things first, though. Obviously, I totally forgot to set up one thing. Give me 1 second. Testing, testing, 1, 2, testing. Testing, testing, 1, 2, testing. Testing, testing, 1, 2, testing. I'm just testing right now, chat. See if we're okay. Your boy wants to make sure that we are good. Testing, testing, 1, 2, testing. 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 I'm just testing right now, chat. Okay, yeah, we're good. But yeah, obviously you guys know we're gonna be talking about, some more Spider-Man stuff like that and everything like that. So if you guys are into that, if you guys are not into that, I know that I've been, missing for like a while. I know I'm missing probably like a month ago. And but we actually didn't. But first things first though. Before you even get started, I ran into this song right here. You guys know Nerd Out Rap, right? You guys know Nerd Out Rap, right? And why do I even have any capital? But I was listening to this and it made me want to do a lot more Spider-Man stuff like that. This was just like so good, man, and I just enjoyed it. We're call back. This song's too good. Hey, I'll be the one. Be the one. I'm always aiming for the greater good. Friendly neighborhoods. The saber should. Like you didn't later would. No one have potential. Keep that in my mental. Yeah. It'll never be repeated. You'll never see it. Yo. Steady breathing. Money to believe in. The one and only Spider-Man is believing. So the food is annoying everything for a reason. You were just an entire story. You were just a teaser. Bro, I'm sorry. I love Andrew so much, bro. Like I don't care what anyone says. If Andrew rapped this, bro, I would be surprised. And the entire story, you were just a tease. And the amazing Spider-Man, you guys are just average. My Crip's the best. He's the funny guy. The only thing you're good at. Sickles, Bob, and we've been through type through my next swing and I'll stop at you clowns. It's red nose. I ain't gonna let you. He's got the best moves and plus he got the best Spidey suit. That is a fact. He's got the best pose and he's got the best Spidey suit. Your name is. Give me an offer. Dude, you need to respect. Here's a great power comes great. Come on, you know there is. Can't hold. Our time has passed. You know I'll be the one. My boy Tom. Let's go. On. Coming down up to 11. Only real Avenger here. Yeah, he said it. He's the first putting Parker on the map for the 20 years. Just so some kids not forgetting that. And he ain't going anywhere. He's not alone. You're the ones had a good run. And yeah, we always flipping around town, but he does his own stunts. Yeah, he does his own stunts. Got my new suit, doing things in pajamas you can dream of. Yeah, you should have known he's the real one. He does that all for Mr. S. Game on the ground, but he's got his head in the clouds. That's facts. Talk. Hold back. You know I'll be the one. Be the one. Your time has passed. You know I'll be the one. Be the one. I'm sorry, that song is just so good, man. That song is just so good, man. I can't do that song is just so freaking good, man. Alright, but anyways, we're gonna go ahead and go over some more oh, there's another one too. I gotta listen to all of these too. Especially this one right here. I like this one a lot too. This is like one of my favorites. But we're obviously gonna go ahead and get into Comic Blast Keenan and stuff like that. So honestly, we really need to get into Comic Blast Keenan. Because I missed a lot of videos through that, and you know, let's see. So I'm talking about character deaths and you know who could die in Spider-Man 2 and all that, while also getting my like you know theories and stuff on it. So let's go ahead and get into the Comic Blast 2. Okay, got you. And we're also gonna react to some Joseph Woody stuff too. Also, shout out to my boy Comic Blast Keenan. I like your videos a lot, man. Shout out to my boy Comic Blast Keenan. Videos are amazing. Your videos are awesome, bro. As I desire. This intro though is cold, bro. Chat, if someone can, I need you guys to admit, like, if, like at some point, I don't know if you guys are gonna listen to chat or not, but please make me an intro that shows Peter and Miles, bro. Just to stand there, and after that, he cues onto the music, go dun 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 dun, like just. Like we need to react to this because I missed out on a lot of stuff. So like we're gonna do like an hour stream now. We're doing another one probably Friday. We will. What's good?
Into theory video. If you're new to the channel, I pretty much only talk about Marvel Spider-Man 2 here. I cover leaks, rumors, theories, and wishlist videos for Marvel Spider-Man 2. So if that sounds like something you would be interested in, then be sure to subscribe to the channel. With that out of the way, let's swing on into the topic of today's video. So one of the is getting to hear so many theories from you guys in the comment section. Some of you guys come up with the most insane theories for Marvel Spider-Man 2, as well as some really cool. Spider-Man 2 could be the end of the line for Peter Parker's Spider-Man, meaning that...
Oh, I understand what he meant. It could be teasing the death of Peter Parker in this one. It could be teasing the death of Peter Parker in this one, because I know where he's going with this now. Death of Peter Parker could mean that Miles is going to become, you know, the only Spider-Man in New York. When Peter left to Symkaria, he said, "Good luck, Spider-Man, New York's only Spider-Man." That could have alluded to the fact that Peter already knew what was going to happen, but he had no idea. So that could pretty much mean that he was teasing what's going to happen in this game.
Some of you guys think that he could die in this upcoming game. After seeing so many of you guys in my comments talking about how you think Peter Parker will die in Marvel Spider-Man 2, I took to the internet to see if anyone's this way. And to my surprise, there were a ton of articles online and Reddit posts discussing this very topic. And to that I say, what?
A lot of sense though, but yeah.
Initially after killing off Aunt May in the first game, but it certainly would show that Insomniac is very bold. It's a move that I certainly wouldn't be able to make if I were in charge of these games. But not for Marvel Spider-Man 2.
Exactly.
We are talking about one of the best adaptations of Spider-Man and Peter Parker.
Right, yeah.
Soon for him to go. This version
is already like so good, it would not make sense to kill off Peter. It would not make sense to kill off Peter Parker. You know, I already know for a fact that we're not going to use flames because Peter's still going to be in that suit, so it wouldn't make any sense for us to do that. It won't make any sense at all.
Deserving of a trilogy. However, I do like the idea of him, of course, but he does have injuries that he just couldn't survive, and he has to protect Aunt May. Aunt May obviously isn't alive in this universe any longer, but perhaps he dies trying to protect MJ and Miles in a game. I personally would love to see another version of the Sinister Six towards the end of the third game, and perhaps this Sinister Six includes both Doc Ock and Green Goblin as they set us to defeat Spider-Man.
Okay, I can see that.
Doc Ock,
I can see, honestly, I can see that.
This battle would make for an epic...
I could see that because if Green Goblin and Doc Ock team up, Ock knows, and I'm assuming this is probably going to happen towards the end of the game. Harry's probably going to know that it's Peter Parker. Harry's probably going to know that Peter is Spider-Man by the end of the game, which obviously lead Norman into thinking, okay, so two, Spider-Mans. It would be so easy for him to put two and two together, right? Or he couldn't since Ock knows his identity, Ock could possibly tell Norman, and he would be like, wait a minute, so conversation with, them two having to, form a Sinister Six, right? Which I would love to see, Norman become, Green Goblin by the end of the game, which will lead us into the third game where, he's gonna start putting two and two together, which would mean he's gonna be like, oh shit, Spider-Man and Peter Parker are the same person. Which will automatically lead to him going to Rikers and freeing the Sinister Six again. But instead of that, doing that this time would mean they're going to be working with Oscorp, and they're going to be getting all the gear.
The conclusion to Spider-Man's trilogy. Peter Parker's Spider-Man would certainly be heartbreaking, Miles being the main Spider-Man in this universe, just like in the Ultimate Comics.
Right.
So
and that would lead into, and following that would lead into that would lead into Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales too, with him being the only one, but to have to carry on Peter's burden of him being Spider-Man. So that would mean that Gwen would be... God, that would be really weird, though, if Gwen came into the picture. Well, technically, no, it wouldn't, because in the third one, they're obviously... and that's what I'm going to say. I feel like for the third game, they're obviously going to... Obviously, I feel like Norman's going to become, the ultimate Green Goblin, the one with wings and stuff like that. And that's going to be the potential end, which means that Miles will become the only Spider-Man in the third game. I would love to see a trilogy. I'm
not against Peter Parker dying in this universe, but I think it's far too soon.
Yeah.
I don't expect it to happen at all in the sequel game. But to be honest, if Insomniac did pull that off and he were to die at the hands of Venom or something, I would be shocked killing him off in this game.
Right.
But let me know what you guys think in the comments, and be sure to share any theories that you have for Marvel Spider-Man.
Because if they kill him off in the second game, I'd rather it not be by Venom. I'd rather it be by Norman Osborn or a Goblin, because there's a comic out there that it was pretty much Goblin.
I'll see you guys later.
All right, later, Keenan. The thing is, like, I would love for it to be Goblin. I would love, like as much as I don't want, you know, Peter to die in this game, I would love for it to be Green Goblin that kills him, because like that's like, oh, then it has been with my friend. Why do I keep saying that? He's gonna be like, wait a minute, Peter's voice and Spider-Man's voice, or you know, while he's in Goblin form, he can figure it out himself. Or there's a whole bunch of possibilities that could play into that though. There's someone in the chat that said it, but I don't know who was in Woody's chat who brought this up, and I don't know who brought this up, but it was someone in Woody's chat that brought this up. But say like the same events play out, right? And this should be basically Peter's gonna be like, oh shit, we have to get the symbiote off of me. It's causing way too many problems. We have to get it off of me. I love the power, but we need to get it off.
Clear out my stuff tonight.
Now, here at this point, what if Peter tries to freeze it, right? Because the symbiote is obviously going to be on Harry, which means they're obviously going to have to transfer it over to Peter. But what if it somehow in some way ends up going over to Harry again?
That way the Connors won't get the satisfaction of seeing me.
What if they reference this? What if they reference the fact that he had to freeze it, right?
Oh, this is great. No.
About to destroy it.
No.
By the way, this suit is a fucking must. This suit is a must. This suit is really, really good. Like, the reactive eyes, you know, the web and stuff like that, and the webbing and stuff like that, and the suit is just really good.
Sorry.
See, look, right here. If they do, like, a reference to this scene, if they freeze it, then...
You knew it. No.
And after that, Harry gets filled up with a lot of rage, because the thing is, keep in mind, he does not know Peter's identity, right? He does not know Peter's identity, but at this point, the symbiote, if they reference this, the symbiote's gonna break out.
The two of them pretending to be Boy Scouts. And all they do is just...
And after that, Harry's gonna hear the symbiote calling out to him.
Way. You calling to me.
And when they communicate, Harry's gonna then do a reference to this, right? And the symbiote's gonna start talking to him. And its taste is sweet.
Do you hate the spider?
And at this point, the symbiote's gonna know. The symbiote's gonna know that they are one and the same. Parker. And this is where Harry figures everything out. This is when Harry figures out that he's Spider-Man. Because he would start connecting the dots as soon as he sees it, right? He would start connecting all... He's gonna be like, wait a second. In that moment, whenever he figures out, he's gonna be like, oh shit, Spider-Man. Because think about it, the symbiote took all of Peter's memories, and whoever wears it, they have all their memories and stuff like that, and they have all their moves and stuff like that. And at this point, he's gonna remember a lot of stuff. And he's gonna put two together, especially the fact that Peter took photos for Spider-Man. He's gonna be like, hold up. Especially if they pull off this moment right here, especially if they pull off this moment right here, where, you know, he's gonna realize, oh shit, that was Peter. And he's gonna figure it out.
Spider-Man? Why didn't I see it before? I don't have two enemies.
He has one.
We have one enemy. The Spider Parker sought to destroy us too. Bond with the gift.
The Parker rejected.
Yes, and together we will have our desire. Yes, we will have vengeance on Spider-Man.
And the moment that Harry figures out, he's gonna be like, wait a minute, he only has one enemy, right? So that would mean that all of the time that Spider-Man has saved him, he's gonna realize, he's gonna be like, oh shit, it was Pete. At that point, it's going to be really, really personal. He's going to have to try, and Pete's going to have to try to talk, you know, Venom out of it, and he's going to have to go back. That's one of the things that is literally the most terrifying thing to me, is for the fact that he's going to have to go back. But seeing that they're going after the Ultimate Comics, that means that there would be, you know, or it seems like they're going off the alternate. It seems like they're going off the Ultimate one, which means that Harry is Spider-Man in this one. I mean, Harry is going to end up doing that. But the thing is, for the fact that Harry already had the Venom symbiote before that, so that would mean that. So I have a feeling another thing that could happen is that Harry is going to end up having this watch. Harry's going to end up having this watch, right? This is another one that could happen. Harry could have a watch that allows him to transform into another version. So he's a hero, and then he could, you know, work his way up to becoming, you know, a villain, right? And that could be a really, 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 really great idea. Other idea could be anti-venom, but anti-venom is not there yet. I don't think they have to do I don't know if they are. I don't think they're gonna do Iron Patriot though. I can tell you that they can't do Iron Patriot. They can, but I don't think they are gonna do Iron Patriot. Yeah, who will die? Okay, I think we haven't seen Miles' new power one though. Ooh, should it be good or bad? Go over, let's check this out. Miles' new powers.
Hey, what's up guys? CBK here to bring you another Marvel Spider-Man 2 theory video. And if you're new to the channel, Marvel Spider-Man 2 is just about the only thing I cover on the channel. I cover leaks, rumors, as well as theories and wish lists for Marvel Spider-Man 2. So if that sounds like the kind of content you would be into, then be sure to subscribe.
Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If anybody's watching the channel right now, make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button over to the channel. We do a lot of stuff over here. We pretty much upload nonstop. We pretty much just stream over here and stuff like that. I know I haven't been streaming a lot of you guys. I know. I've been over on Twitch. Which, by the way, if you guys haven't, follow me over on Twitch. Also, don't forget that we will be playing Marvel Spider-Man and Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales to get in preparation. Excited about that. Make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well.
I don't think I've ever discussed on the channel, and that is Miles' new powers in Spider-Man 2. There is no doubt that the Venom Blast in Spider-Man Miles Morales was one of the best new mechanics in the game. It was just a ton of fun to do and so satisfying.
And on top of that, to mention, the only reason why, I forgot to tell you, chat, why they added Peter's new arms was for the fact that they wanted, you know, Peter to be leveled out with Miles because he has camouflage and bioelectricity.
That the Venom Blast in Spider-Man Miles Morales was
Like, look at that. Like, look at that. Like, look at that.
in Spider-Man.
Like, look at this right here. You see that? My guess is probably between, or probably like right after upgrade.
By Miles had an orange glow to it, but as you can see from the trailer,
This one has.
and when Miles lets off this new Venom Blast when he does it. So what exactly is this new power? I mean, as you clearly can see, it's pretty much the same Venom Blast, but with a new color. Well, there are a few working theories for how he got this power and what it is. There is that Miles got this new enhanced Venom power from the new form in the first game. If we go back,
That's what I was thinking.
Miles Morales, we know that Miles absorbed a crap ton
Of nuclear reactors. Of new. Why I say nuclear reactors? New form.
Had he not absorbed it.
Right.
Finn Mason sacrificed herself by flying Miles up into the sky so he could release.
Oh, another theory is okay. I have another theory. What if Finn? Okay, this is gonna sound crazy. Now, keep in mind. I know somebody was like Finn. Keep in mind. I know where I'm going with this theory. What if all of the nuclear reactors plus the fact that Miles probably still has Finn's tech. What if there's a chance that he reverse engineered it and tested it?
New form power that he absorbed in the sky as opposed to in Harlem. So
Yeah.
the theory is that Miles
Absorbed
his powers and possibly made him a little bit stronger. And I have to say, I think this theory is very solid.
Yeah, it's really solid.
Resembles the same color of the new form that we see in Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Right.
The only thing is new about this Venom Blast. I mean, what's the point in the blue Venom power? Well, I have a few thoughts on this new Venom. Like a defense move. Miles first attacks the first enemy.
Oh, okay.
Orange Venom Blast. And then the second enemy kind of comes out of nowhere, and it looks like he kind of performs a counterattack to block her, and then...
Okay, so it does look like it could be a counterattack now. Okay, I can see it. Yo, Keenan, you're a genius. I can see it. Okay, wait. Okay, I can see it now. Pay close attention. Like, look right here. Like, look right here. I can see it now. I can see it. Because Orange in the first game, as you know, it's an attack. Look at how he just attacks this guy. Right? And then he attacks. He acted. Okay, pay close attention to the blue lightning right here. He pops it. As soon as this dude dives, he pops it, right? And he shocks him. He's stunned. And after that, he flips over and does a counter.
Looks like he kind of performs a counterattack to block her and then performs that attack. So perhaps the blue is more of a defense move. As a side note, I just want to say that I love when Miles throws this guy and he hits the light post because the light post actually bends, which shows that there's some more destructive environments. That's just a side note.
Yeah.
To that in Spider-Man 2. But the second idea I have is that the blue Venom attacks come once you've built up enough power to perform the triangle and circle takedown. And when you perform those takedowns, the blue shows as opposed to the orange. Like once you've filled up enough focus bars, you
Okay, so potential new signature move.
Which is a little bit stronger than the orange attack. Perhaps it's literally just a one-hit takedown. But there is a small chance that the Venom powers just switch between blue and red just because it's cooler and there's no actual reason behind it, which would be pretty disappointing. I would love for there to be a story reason.
Unless Insomniac knew what they were doing.
Venom Blast that is blue.
Hold up. Now that Insomniac can explain that. Because if they can explain... Because I know some theories that are probably going to work. Because look right here. This guy attacks him, and as he attacks him, Miles activated, and after that, he just jumps at him with the freaking blue Venom Blast. So probably a defensive counterattack. It's probably like a defensive counterattack or something, right?
Normal or less. And then the second enemy kind of comes out of nowhere, and it looks like
and he just jumps.
Counterattack to block her, and then performs that attack. So perhaps the blue is more of a defense move. As a side note, I just want to say that I love when Miles throws this guy and he hits the light post because the light post actually bends, which shows that there's some more destructive environments. That's just a side
Oh,
note.
Jesus.
To that in Spider-Man 2. But the
That's gonna be crazy.
I have is that the blue Venom attacks come once you've built up enough power to perform the triangle and circle takedown. And when you perform those takedowns, the blue shows as opposed to the orange. Like once you filled up enough focus bars, you unlock that blue Venom power, which is a little bit stronger than...
Yo, make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man.
A one-hit takedown. But
Right.
there is a small chance that the Venom powers just switch between blue and red just because it's cooler and there's no actual reason behind it.
I have a feeling they're gonna have a feeling that they're going to have to add tricks to Marvel Spider-Man 2 because if we are gonna swap between these two, we need to have tricks.
Some of you guys really enjoy reading them in the comment section, so be sure to let me know what your theory is in the comments and we'll discuss. But that's pretty. Please leave me a thumbs up if you want to encourage me to make more videos like this. Let's try to reach...
You know, Peter in the game though. I would love to see some tricks and stuff like that coming from him. My boy High Top Films. I really want to react to this if you guys are down to. We can. Ooh, who will die? And okay, I don't think that we saw this because I have a feeling that it's gonna have to obviously be Harry.
Hey everyone, CBK here to talk talk about everyone's favorite topic, character deaths in Marvel Spider-Man 2.
Yeah. That was crazy. My boy Jefferson Davis sacrificed himself. My boy. Even though there's alternate universe, I'm pretty sure if they do this, they have to have Strange in. But man, my boy. And the Aunt May death, of course. Our girl Aunt May.
Character deaths in the world of Spider-Man can be sad without a doubt, but they are also very important. It's what gives these stories stakes. If every character we liked was invincible and we had no fear of them dying in these stories, then there would be no tension whatsoever. There would be no consequences. Part of what makes Spider-Man PS4 so impactful is Aunt May dying at the end of the game. It was a huge character death that I honestly was not prepared for, but it was done so well and handled so beautifully. Too, I think it's safe to say that some people are going to die at some point during this game. Probably my favorite character, to be honest. Considering how much Insomniac and Bill Rose made,
I'm thinking it's going to be Harry. I'm not going to lie to you. I think it's going to have to be Harry.
President of Marvel Games has been teasing how dark this game is. I really think that it's likely that this game will have some pretty impactful deaths. So in today's video, I'm going to go over a list of characters who I think are candidates for dying in Marvel Spider-Man 2, or maybe just characters people have been talking about.
Do you think Rio's confirmed? Rio's already confirmed. Because she's the mayor. The thing is, for a fact, like, they can't kill off... Sable went back to Symkaria. I don't know if they're gonna have that many. We need to figure out. They can't kill off any of the main cast.
And I'm going to give you my thoughts on if they should die or not. So let's swing on into it. Alright, so let's start with the main character of this game, Peter Parker.
Nope.
When doing some research for this video,
It don't make sense though.
I've seen many people on Reddit and articles from websites that I won't name saying that
the thing is, what makes sense though is a Peter story. The black suit, you can't tell the story of the black suit without, you know, having like the main host.
in New York City after that. And to that I say, I mean, come on guys. I know I'm a Peter Parker fanboy, but I'm not against it happening, but not until much later on down the line. There are still too many stories to tell with Peter Parker in this universe, notably the Green Goblin storyline. Not only do I not want this to happen because I'm biased, but it just doesn't make sense considering Insomniac has made it pretty clear that they're setting up a trilogy.
Yes.
Which should lead us to the Green Goblin in the third game. So the character up next that I think we should discuss is truly going to be a heartbreaker if she were to die, and that would be Rio Morales.
Yeah.
It honestly would be so tough to see Miles lose both of his parents so closely together, and I really, really love Rio in this universe.
Same.
She's an amazing mom, and my heart would break for Miles if she were to die in Spider-Man 2. I think Rio just honestly kind of reminds me of my own, where Rio Morales dies after being accidentally shot by police as they were trying to shoot Venom. Being that this
Wait. What comic was this? Damn, you know my knowledge about this is this is the one comic that I... Hold up. Actually, no. Actually, no. Keenan, talk to me.
as they were trying to shoot Venom. Being that
Oh, so police shot her because she got shot back. Okay, that. Wait, did Miles ever fight Venom? Oh, let's run that again.
Rio Morales dies after being accidentally
Shot.
by police as they were trying to shoot Venom. Being that this is a Venom storyline, I could see a scenario where Insomniac could adapt that storyline for their own game.
Same. Actually, yes, he can because it's been proven. What if instead of having Venom, they have anti-Venom, and they make that make sense?
It's supposed to be a pretty dark game. I personally don't
Yeah.
see it, and I do think it is a little bit too early, but I wouldn't be shocked either. So next up, we're going to talk about MJ. I may be
She's on her way back from Simcaria, so that's literally a nope.
On this one, but I actually enjoyed MJ as a character in Spider-Man PS4. I obviously didn't care for the repetitive MJ stealth missions, but as a character,
Except for that house mission, except for the one in the penthouse, except for the one in Norman's penthouse. That one was, oh my gosh, that one was crazy.
I thought she was done pretty well. But I do think that MJ could in this game. Given that Peter does have the symbiote in Spider-Man 2, I could even see a scenario where Peter is somewhat responsible for her death. I don't think that he's personally going to kill her, but perhaps he could have saved her had he not had the symbiote.
Ooh. Okay, I understand where he's going now. Because the symbiote, think about it. He would have to have the symbiote on, say like if, you know, Peter has symbiote on at this point, like I'm guessing there's gonna be like some sort of scene in the game where he has symbiote on, right? It goes up to him and insults him or whatever, and basically, Peter with the symbiote on, he's acting like a dick. And he accidentally, is on the brink, accidentally hits the symbiote, whether or not, and after that he gets brought back to its senses, and he's like, the hell?
Somewhat corrupted by it. But if she were to get killed off in this game, then I would absolutely need Peter and MJ.
Yeah.
That death needs to be earned, and the only way to do that is for them to make me deeply care about their relationship.
Ooh, or they could no, oh my gosh, as much as it pays to say it,
which Gwen Stacy
is
still alive in this universe. They responded to a tweet regarding Gwen Stacy's death and basically said who said that she's dead.
So she's alive in this universe.
Quite a while back, but they pretty much confirmed that there is an option, or they at least have left the door open for a Gwen Stacy within their universe, which I would love to see. I'm a big fan of Gwen Stacy, and I prefer her as the love interest for Peter Parker, but that's just me personally. So if they were to kill off MJ, I wouldn't totally be upset.
When is the W?
Alright, so let's get to who I believe is the most...
MJ's also a W, but like,
this game. Of course, I'm talking about Harry Osborn.
That's obvious. Yeah, that's pretty much obvious.
Because something has to trigger Norman Osborn
to turn into Green Goblin, right?
Green Goblin. And the thing that would do that is for
is the death of Harry Osborn. Yeah.
Especially if he believes that Spider-Man is responsible for his death. It's my belief that Harry won't say bad during the entirety of this game. Although I would love to see a strictly evil Venom, I think that Harry's going to turn at some point in time. I could see a scenario where Venom or Harry sacrifices himself to help Peter defeat Kraven. Perhaps Kraven is even responsible for the death of Harry, and Kraven instead pins it on Spider-Man.
Ooh! And Kraven, okay, I understand. So that means that obviously if Kraven kills Harry, he's gonna go up to Norman and cap about it and say, oh, yeah, Spider-Man killed him? And that would basically force him to take the Goblin Serum.
Hatred of Spider-Man going forward. This is just a working theory I have. But if
which through that would turn him. Keenan, you're a genius. You're a genius. Keenan, everybody subscribe to Keenan right now. He is a genius. That would mean. Hold up. Let's go back one.
Norman's hatred of Spider-Man.
And on top of that, we already know that Norman already hates Spider-Man. Which would mean that if Kraven lies about Spider-Man killing Harry when it was really him, since Kraven is going to say, hey, Spider-Man killed your son.
I have. But if you were to ask most people who is the most likely character to die in this game, most people would say Harry.
100%.
Because they think that that's going to be the origin for Green Goblin moving forward. So it wouldn't be totally Harry were to die, and I think that's why he's the most likely candidate to die in this game. I do think, though, if Harry is going to die, that symbiote is going to transfer over to someone else, possibly
Eddie Brock?
That could way I can see what you guys think and hear what your predictions are, so be sure to share them in the comments. If you enjoy my videos, please do give me a thumbs up because it helps me out a ton. It just motivates me to keep going and creating more content like this one. But that's going to be it for me, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.
I think where that's going. It would mean that it could be Eddie Brock. Because like I said, chat, Venom doesn't die that easily. Have you seen News to Astonish? I haven't seen News to Astonish in probably like a hot minute. I need to watch some more News to Astonish. want to see this so bad. Yeah, let's watch it.
Really cool, interesting news. It's kind of a bit of a small detail, but I thought it was pretty exciting to share with you all. So before I get started, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and click on the bell. Marvel Spider-Man and Marvel Spider-Man 2. So if that sort of stuff is for you, then definitely be sure to subscribe, because your subscription definitely helps out the channel. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into the details about this. And this is on gamingbolt.com. And it says here that the Marvel Spider-Man 2 Insomniac hires the MCU artist as an art director.
Yeah. This is a story that's going to be dark. I'm expecting the combat to be like hella brutal. Especially when the symbiote is on.
The Marvel Spider-Man 2 front ever since its announcement, but work behind the scenes is obviously continuing and moving ahead. And we've heard bits and pieces about how Insomniac has been strengthening its team with new recruits as it works on the superhero title. And it seems the studio has brought on more remarkable talents. As spotted by VGC, Davison Carvalho recently joined Insomniac Games as an art director.
Right.
Action profile reveals he served as a concept artist at Disney on a couple of other major films in the Star Wars.
See, look, chat, I'm so sorry, bro, but this looks so good. This is just amazing. Pun intended. I still don't understand the chat. I'm just gonna say this right now. I still don't understand why someone would tear this apart over a remastered coming to computer. I don't understand it.
Force Awakens and Star Wars The Rise of Walker. Carvalho has had some experience with art in games as well, having worked on the likes of Mortal Kombat 10, Lone Echo, Fortnite, New World, and more. 2023 release as a PS5 exclusive. Recently, actor Tony Todd, who plays Venom in the game, seemed to tease that motion capture recording was under, so hopefully we'll be hearing some more information about that real soon. Meanwhile, Marvel Spider-Man and Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, which have collectively sold over 33 million units, are due out on the PC later this year.
Right.
Which is also pretty exciting. If you guys are planning to get Marvel Spider-Man for PC, definitely let me know. I'm pretty sure it's actually going to be played to its maximum capacity, meaning like the graphics are going to be decked out. I'm sure that others are going to have a good time. A total feel.
The modders gonna have a good time with it. Like, we're talking black suit. We're talking Andrew's suit is gonna be modded into the game, because I already saw something on Twitter on that. Shout out to the guy that posted on Twitter. Shoot, we're gonna have the black suit. Who knows? We probably might have, you know, Tom Holland's face in the game. Oh my gosh. That's going to be so good for all you PC players.
We're going to be seeing a lot of modded suits in that game. And I'm sure a lot of people are requesting at least the black suit. And, of course, the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit to appear in that. But this is pretty exciting. They're
automatically going to add that suit to Marvel Spider-Man 2. Andrew's suit is a must.
I don't really know much about this artist. But if I had to take a guess, I would have...
Like, so did you not know Andrew said in that? He literally said, I got the best Spidey suit. I got the best pose, and plus I got the best Spidey suit.
Assume that this
like, come on.
Actually provided some input on the costuming, because a lot of people have criticized the costume from the first look and feel and the style of the game. I mean, granted, we don't really know too much about Marvel Spider-Man 2 since we got about that 2-minute teaser trailer originally back in September of 2021. So we're only hoping to get some more footage about the game, and I'm definitely looking forward to this September if there's going to be a PlayStation showcase, that is. And I'm so excited. Hopefully we can get some more information really soon, because so far...
But this is going to sound weird. Chat, I think I have a theory that Insomniac has that Marvel Spider-Man 2 story trailer held. Like, it's in their headquarters on a hard drive. They've been quiet this whole entire time. So I have this little weird working theory. It's probably like a good theory. But what if they're waiting for the showcase in September, and it's going to be like the last trailer that they're going to show? It has to be the last trailer they're going to show. Because think about it. They wouldn't be quiet this long. They wouldn't be quiet this long. That they are already finished with the trailer, and they're just waiting to show us at the PlayStation Showcase in September. My theory, they're working for it. They're working for it. And on top of that, what are the odds that they're going to release it on the anniversary that Marvel Spider-Man 1 came out? That's also a working theory. They could release it because it literally fits the timestamp. Because this literally me because the showcase towards the end of September, or probably like September 18th, or wait, when was the last one? When did the last trailer come out? So let's see. So 2020. Okay, so 2022, 2021, 19, 18. Okay, so that means that this trailer came out last year. So that means they have to release, and this is my theory. They're gonna release it on the anniversary because seeing as that's 2022, that means that the game is gonna be turning 6 years old. So if they release it on these, that's my working theory. But there's no reason they would be holding that trailer hostage. Why I keep saying hostage? There's no reason. Think about it, chat. There's no reason what happens on September 9th. So if they give us like a little okay, so my guess they're gonna give us like a little teaser over on Twitter or something like that, or they could possibly stay quiet and wait until September 9th and they release it. They release the trailer and everything. We see Harry, everything.
What's going on, guys, and welcome back to News to Astonish, where we discuss comics, movies, games, and more. Here to talk to you about some really cool, interesting news. It's kind of a bit of a small detail, but I thought it was pretty exciting to share with you all. So before I get started, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and click on the bell notification so y'all don't miss anything. We talk a lot about Marvel content here on the channel, primarily Marvel Spider-Man and Marvel Spider-Man 2. So if that sort of stuff is subscribed, because your subscription definitely helps out the channel. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into the details about this. And this is on gamingbolt.com. And it says here that the Marvel Spider-Man 2 MCU artist as an art director, Davison Carvalho, who has worked on MCU films such as Avengers Endgame, Thor Ragnarok, been awfully quiet on the Marvel Spider-Man 2 front ever since its announcement, but work behind the scenes is obviously continuing and moving ahead on more remarkable talent. As spotted by VGC, Davison Carvalho recently joined Insomniac Games as an art director. As his ArtStation profile reveals, he served as a concept artist and or graphic designer on a number of Marvel Cinematic Universe films over the years, including the likes of Captain Marvel, Doctor Strange, Thor Ragnarok, Captain America Civil War, Avengers Endgame, and most recently Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Other major films in the Star Wars The Force Awakens and Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. Carvalho has had some experience with art in games as well, having worked in Lone Echo, Fortnite, New World, and more. Marvel Spider-Man 2 is currently for a 2023 release as a PS5 exclusive. Recently, actor Tony Todd, who plays Venom in the game, seemed to tease that motion capture recording was underway. Leaks have claimed that Sony has
or Najee
for September, so hopefully we'll be hearing some more information about that real soon. Meanwhile, Marvel Spider-Man and Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, which have collectively sold over 33 million units.
That is also another point. Najee Jeter did tease that. Najee Jeter did tease that they were actually filming it. That's what they were thinking, yeah. That's another thing that they were thinking too, is that Najee teased it 1 month ago, at least is what I'm thinking. He teased it like a month ago that they were getting ready to film the trailer. So they have to have finished the trailer by now.
Are due out on the PC later this year, which is also pretty exciting. If you guys are planning to get Marvel Spider-Man for PC, definitely let me know. I'm pretty sure it's actually going to be played to its maximum capacity, meaning like the graphics are going to be decked out. I'm sure that the modders are going to have a good time, a total field day with that one, because we're going to be seeing a lot of modded suits in that game. And I'm sure a lot of people are requesting at least the black suit and, of course, the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit to appear in that. But this is pretty exciting news. Now, I don't really know, but if I had to take a guess, I would assume that this artist actually provided some input on the costuming, because a lot of people have criticized the costume from the first Marvel Spider-Man game and how the red on that suit appeared to be very orange, where in fact it should be a little bit more red than it actually is in the game. And I'm thinking that he had a lot of input and creative input as far as the costuming goes and the look and feel and the style of the game. I mean, granted, we don't really know Marvel Spider-Man. Hoping to get some more footage about the game, and I'm definitely looking forward to this September if there's going to be a PlayStation showcase, that is. and I'm so excited. Hopefully we can get some more information really soon, because so far Insomniac Games has been really quiet
Yeah.
about the game,
And there's no point that they need to, and there's a thing. There's a reason why they're quiet. And that's the one thing that I mess with about Insomniac.
Because of that, I don't really have much material to go on about Marvel Spider-Man 2, except making some more theory videos, which I always look at videos because I know I can get a lot of you guys to plenty of MCU films to do some art and implement Marvel Spider-Man. It's its own thing, and it's got its own tone and feeling. I don't want this to be anything like the MCU, but no doubt we can on this game as far as the art goes. Let me know, comment down below. Tell me what you'd like to see. Do you want to see more of an MCU feeling in the Marvel? You just want it to be completely absent in this game? Comment down below. I like to read.
I would love to see it. I'm gonna be honest.
Support the channel. You could definitely do so by super thanking me, clicking on the super thanks icon with the $sign in the center.
Shout out to everybody news to Astonish, man.
Submit a donation. You can donate anywhere from $2 to $100, whatever it is that you want to donate. It'll definitely help the channel. Aside from that, your viewership, and subscription also helps the channel out. Join my Discord. The invitation link to that is in the description box below, along with the links to my Twitter and Instagram. Definitely follow me on those platforms as well. And with all that being said, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next comic panel.
I still ain't over this. This just looks so good, man. I'm sorry. I have to play this. I still get chills every single time I see this, bro. This just looks so good. Like I said, Insomniac are gods. I know I may sound like a shill, but you know, I'm not really a shill. Okay, now we're gonna see if we can get into Kraven the Hunter storylines and stuff like that. There's a few storylines, or potentially we might see. There's like a few of them. One that I want to see is probably the Kraven. One thing that I possibly do want to end up seeing would be the story of the story of Kraven. You know, this is what I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna say that it starts off, you know, Kraven's, you know, out, you know, like similar to like right here. What if, okay, this is literally me. This is literally, there's some other ideas, but what if the Kraven story starts off like this, right? So I think it starts off like this. You know, and this is, but hey. It starts off like this, right? You know what I'm saying? We get, you know, him fighting a rhino and stuff.
On my order, stop! Kravenov, the beast is mad with fever. It must be put down. It can't be saved.
And it starts off like with Kraven in a suit like this right here.
Tranquilizer darts. Its hide is too thick.
Starts off like with Kraven automatically. Just, we get introduced to him automatically. And he's seeing a rhino, right?
You need a nap, old man.
Oh my gosh. We get a, like, if we get an insane scene like this, where we get introduced to Kraven off the bat. We see him helping out a doctor and stuff like that, and after that we get introduced to his lion. And after that we get introduced to our lion.
Ah, good boy, Kuryatki.
Yeah, we get introduced to Koryaki. And after that we get introduced to Calypso. So we get introduced to Sergei Kravenov and his girlfriend Calypso. If you guys don't know, Calypso has to be in this game, because Kraven can't come there solo.
Do not patronize me, Calypso. It was, as always, all too easy.
I'm sorry, Calypso is bad, bruh.
Another package from our anonymous
And from here, he sees Spider-Man as his greatest challenge, right?
Combination of speed, agility, and strength. I am convinced it is a prey worthy of my prowess. We will fly to New York to hunt this Spider-Man.
And from there, he sees it and he gets an anonymous tip, right? Being the Tinkerer. Or someone else, right? He gets, an anonymous tip, right? And he's gonna be like, okay, so, greatest challenge ever. We're gonna head over to New York. We're gonna see if we can hunt down Spider-Man, right? Another thing that they could do would be he has his own show, right? That's another thing they could do, his own show. Which, for those guys who don't know, and I don't know if you guys know this, but Miles loves watching Kraven the Hunter show. In the cartoon, he had a show, so what if Insomniac does something along the lines of... But the thing is, at this point, Miles, already has, his powers and stuff. Instead of that, they could do... that's the one that I forgot to get into, too. But say like he has, and they meet up with him and stuff like that, and it's just Miles and Peter fighting him, right? And what's gonna happen if he actually ends up, messing up and stuff like that? And the thing is, keep in mind, he's gonna pick up a whole lot of Spider-Man scent, right? So what if we casually, just see Peter on the street or something like that, and he senses it, and obviously he's gonna have like a lot of senses and stuff like that. And he's gonna automatically know, like right here, even though I just went down real quick. But what if, like, keep in mind, Kraven already has, like, all of his senses, right? So what if he already automatically knows that Peter is Spider-Man because of his scent?
You don't know the half of it.
Like, look, he already knows that he's Peter when he's not even...
That's a good look for you. Just in time for your close-up. And don't forget, folks, always be on the hunt for items to recycle. It's the hero thing to do.
You are skilled for such an inferior-looking creature. The African toad, who appears dark, but whose darts have the strength of a bomb. You fought for me today. You earned my respect.
At this point, he knows. At this point, he knows that, that Peter is Spider-Man, right? At that point, he's gonna know. Or if they're gonna do the Kraven storyline, they could end up saying, hey, we're gonna go ahead and, put in, the Last Hunt storyline. We're gonna make him hunt out for all these things. Considering that if it's a Kraven storyline, what if there are cross species that are loose? That's also another one that could, happen that could happen. I almost having spectacular for a second. That's another one that could happen in there, bro. Is that there could be, a better storyline, right? Another thing that could happen is as Kraven gets to New York, this is literally the whole entire part of Kraven gets to New York. At this point, he's basically already has like one of Spider-Man's fur and stuff, and I'm guessing that he's gonna have the sense or like fur. What did I say fur? Or half a Spider-Man suit or whatever, right? He's gonna instantly pick up on the scent.
You have need of me, love.
Keep in mind, get the video or something like that.
I did not call you,
And yet,
nor my lost honor. Goyakin.
I'm gonna go with this version of Kraven.
Nor my lost honor.
Because the thing is, for a fact, like, we can start it off with Kraven, and we can also meet, like, everybody. We can meet Goryatki, Calypso, all of them. Which leads them straight to finding where he is and everywhere that he's been. Like the Daily Bugle and stuff like that. Oh, another one I want to talk about. We need to see more of J. Jonah. Like his presence was there, but also in Miles Morales, like you could actually like see him. We need to see Jameson in this game again. I would love to hear him just say, "Alright, this is J." I like to hear him say, I would love to hear, I would love to see, Spider-Man save him or whatever in the third game. And the fun fact, if you guys didn't know this, but at this point, Kraven has pretty much tracked everywhere that Spider-Man has gone, aka where Peter has gone. And at this point, this was his last known location.
Formula electrolyzed. 0.02 volts for 3 seconds. Increase cell division. I'm as close to a...
This place.
My laboratory. What a magnificent specimen. Yours, I presume?
Goryatki is no man's property. These spiders, they do not exist in the natural world.
And right here he's gonna start catching on.
Genetically altered to combine traits from multiple species.
You can do that?
I can.
Then you created the Spider-Man.
See, like, at this point, Kraven believes that Spider-Man was created by, a spider or whatever, and thinking that at this point, keep in mind, I remember, like, at this point, Kraven thinks that, Spider-Man was a lab experiment that, that created, quote unquote, experiment that created, him to be, agile and all this, right? Not knowing for a...
Powers? Yes, that is how he beat me. The only reason he beat me. Give me powers.
Spider-Man.
Actually, wait, hold up. Now I'm thinking about it, let me run that because I think I forgot something. Because remember, at this point, Kraven thinks that Spider-Man is a guy that came to, even though I really don't know this doctor's name, I'm so sorry if I should know, but I wanted to, and basically he's requesting powers. Ooh, another thing that they could do, say like we beat Kraven the first time, right? And after that, he goes somewhere else and gets some powers. He goes somewhere else and requests to get powers, right?
Why should I pay for what I can take?
You'll have no idea what I'm doing to you. Would you really trust me if it weren't in my self-interest to succeed?
To this. Leads to him becoming,
Here is the last of your down payment.
it leads to the doctor he ends up paying the doctor for the serum powers, and this is what happens if he pays.
Get what I need, and if I don't, Goryatki makes the final payment.
There's no need for melodrama. The mutagen was compounded to your specifications. One more jolt. And you're a new man.
I feel nothing. Days of treatments and still nothing.
Gets his powers and he can smell his scent and everything. At this point, he gets his powers and he can tell. He said that his scent is all over the lab, right? What if we had a scene like this?
You can smell him?
Where the powers and he's testing them out for the first time. And he can smell them and he starts transforming. He starts transforming into
I believe I'm owed an apology, Kravinoff.
the actual And he actually transforms to the point where he wants to go out and fight Spider-Man. Now that would be a really cool ass fight. Other thing I've heard is that what if Kraven gets the Venom symbiote, but I highly doubt that's gonna happen. At least on my thing, I highly doubt that's gonna happen, but there has been cases where he has gotten the symbiote. Or there has been times where he's become a symbiote killer. There has been times where he has become a symbiote killer, which I actually do want to check out. Shout out to my boy Comic Book Cast.
Is Eddie Brock about to come face to face with his ultimate match, Kraven the Hunter? Let's find out in Venom 156.
I want to watch this, and after that, we're gonna see what happens.
So as the comic opens up, we are taken to the underground of New York City, where we see a character named Julia. She once used to be a human, but due to experiments and various things going on with Alchemax, she is now a sort of dinosaur. A face that's quick to question what they're doing down here, and that's cut short when a giant spear nails him in the face. We then of course see that this is Kraven the Hunter, and Venom is quick to spring into action fighting him. The fight is pretty damn cool looking, honestly, I will admit. It's a lot of cool action.
Ooh, that's also another thing I forgot to tell you guys about. Now I'm watching this, and now I can understand where he's coming from. What are the odds that during the fight, we're gonna obviously have to fight Kraven, right? Now, during that fight, what if Harry comes to help us? And obviously, knowing Kraven, you know, he's gonna think, oh my gosh, okay, we need to kill Harry Osborn. He has a symbiote on him, right? He's gonna end up having to kill the symbiote, right? Insomniac. What if they're doing the Kraven? What if obviously they're doing Kraven Last Hunt, but what if they do Kraven's Last Hunt and do the symbiote killer arc to combine all of that into one, like Kraven's like ginormous hunt?
A lot of great posing, some really great stuff that's seen in here, and a battle of really the words you can say. You know, who is really now the hunter and who is actually the prey? Unfortunately, Venom thinks that he is able to take a bullet because normally he is, but not ones that are specially designed to take out massive targets. Eddie Brock ends up getting shot in the shoulder and he has to retreat, passing out on the streets, before he shows up at Alchemax, begging for help as the suit looks to be very unstable as the issue ends. You know, at this point, you're either with the Venom series or you're against it. I absolutely love it. From start to finish, it's entertaining with the stuff that happened with the dinosaurs in the last couple arcs. I have 10.
Okay. Now, obviously, that's really not all, chat, but like, we're obviously gonna do another one really soon. We're gonna do one Friday. We're gonna do one Friday, so make sure you guys are here. We're gonna be doing one Friday and stuff like that. If you guys haven't, make sure you just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 100 over here, man. We're on the road to 100. So if you guys are enjoying, towards the end of July, we are going to be prepping up for Marvel Spider-Man Remaster coming out on PC. We're gonna be streaming that on PC when it comes out as well. So make sure you go ahead and stay tuned.